Brother Ahmed from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia asked a question about travelling in Ramadan. He says, if I travel to another city, I'm allowed to break my fast or not fast on that day, but say if I want to, it's not hardship for me. Is there anything wrong with this, Sheikh?
The verse is very clear. فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفَرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخْرى. Two categories of people are exempted from fasting during Ramadan. Those who are sick and those who are traveling. For those who are traveling or those who are sick, if they still can afford fasting and they want to fast, fast. That's preferable. But the rukhsah, Allah's permission with regards to sickness and traveling, that you're exempted from fasting. But behold, you still have to make it up. فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخْرَى. Some people say, I'm going to perform Umrah and the flight is only a couple of hours. And some people are traveling all the way from North America, 12 hours, to Mecca to perform Hajj, where sometimes the fasting time will be doubled. And they insist on fasting and say, I'm not hungry, and I feel I can do it. In this condition, they may do it. They don't have to break their fast. Only if there is a fear that they might expire, they might get deteriorated or get seriously ill, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't want you to hurt yourself. لا تلقوا بأيديكم إلى التهلكة.
Okay, the second question from the brother is regarding praying in Jummah. Say he's missed the Jummah prayer and he's praying by himself. Is he allowed to recite in a loud voice, he's asking, or does it have to be a silent voice?
It depends. If it is one of the prayers where you recite a loud recitation, such as Maghrib, Isha and Fajr, then you recite in a voice that you could hear yourself. But if it is a silent prayer such as Dhuhr and Asr, then you must recite silently.
Okay, Sister Aisha from the United States of America called in and asked a question about shares and if they're zakatable, are saying zakatable. If there are, how do you go about calculating this share?
I hope number one, the shares are in halal, lawful business. Do not include trading in anything that is prohibited, including shares in Hollywood, including shares in movie makers, unless if it is an Islamic media, including shares in transactions which you know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prohibited, such as records, music, songs, and beer, liquor, alcohol, or cigarettes. So if the shares are lawful in technology, in real estate, whatever, then in this case, alhamdulillah, this is a lawful profit. In addition to, how do you calculate the zakah? If your positions increase the threshold, which is an-nisab, then, and you maintain it more than the threshold for an annual, for a lunar year, an Islamic year, then you pay the zakah on the value of all the shares you have, in addition to any other positions which are prepared for trade, selling, or as means of savings, whether gold, silver, or cash.
Jazakallah khair. The sister's second question is about a good tafsir, a recommendable tafsir in English. She says she's reading the translation of Yusuf Ali. She wants to know a tafsir that you could recommend which is in English, Sheikh.
Number one, let me bring to your attention, there is no translation to the Quran, period, at all. And no one can ever make a translation of the Quran. And you notice whenever I quote the meaning of an ayah, say the approximate meaning of the ayah, or the meaning of the ayah. I never say the translation of this verse, because translation means this is the exact meaning. That's not true. There is no exact meaning but what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in this language. So there is the meaning, the translation of the meaning of the Quran. And that's why I like, for instance, what they write on the cover of the Nobel Quran. They say the translation of the meaning of the Quran. That is approved. Okay? This is a good translation of the meaning of the Quran. Yusuf Ali too is a good translation of the meaning of the Quran. But the tafsir is something different. It quotes the meanings of the verse in details according to another Quranic verse or according to the hadith, derived from huge references such as Ibn Kathir, Al-Tabari, Al-Qurtubi, and the great scholars of the interpreters of the Quran. In English, now there is a fantastic book, 10 volumes, available, the abridged tafsir of Ibn Kathir, and the publisher is Dar es Salaam publication. I highly recommend for every Muslim to have this book at home. It's 10 volumes, and I think it's available also in a soft copy, and by the way, you can download it from the internet, I think for free.